name is Thomas Ettinger. I have recently retired from the United States Marine Corps. I am attending ISSA to complete my certification in personal training, and once I complete that, I will be going to the CrossFit Level 1 course to be a CrossFit level trainer. With those certifications and me working with First Form as a coach right now currently on my transformation and working with people with nutrition and health and well-being, this is my final for the ISSA Strength and Conditioning final exam. So today, with assistance from my wife, beginner CrossFitter, I'll be running her through a warm-up, WOD, which is workout of the day, and then a strength workout, and then a cool down. So she'll be conducting the warm-up of the day, the WOD, which is going to be an AMRAP, which is a 12-minute AMRAP. That means as many rounds or reps as possible, and then after that she'll run into a strength, which is going to be a back rack squat, and then I'll walk her through how to do a proper cool down. The warm-up. The purpose of the warm-up is that it increases muscle and blood flow, it increases muscle reactivity and high intensity during all these movements. It prevents prevention and enhances joint function, makes movements faster, easier, and more effective. So the first workout of this warm-up will be good mornings. Good mornings activate the body's big muscles, including glutes, hamstrings. It helps with mastering the hinge pin, and it strengthens your erector spine. And also activates your quads, your glutes, your gluteus maximus, and your spine. The next warm-up exercise will be dead bugs. The purpose of dead bugs is to improve balance and stability. It enhances neuromuscular efficiency. It works your core, your lower lats, your obliques, improves overall posture, and helps warm up your body, your lower and upper body, and stability in your core. The next exercise will be single leg deadlifts with a kettlebell. The purpose of this warm-up exercise is that it reduces muscle imbalances and it develops single leg strength. It also helps with knee, ankle, and hip stability, as well as mobility.
The next exercise in this warm-up will be plate flies. The purpose of this is it helps strengthen the arm and shoulder muscles. It opens up your chest. And it also adds to shoulder mobility, core strength, and it warms your body up for the next exercises. The next exercise in the warm-up will be plate presses. The purpose of this is that it works your core and your balances in your body as you're utilizing your core, your shoulders, your chest, and your whole upper body to increase strength, mobility, as you're isolating your chest muscles. The next exercise for the warm-up will be plate shoulder rotation. The purpose of this exercise and the warm-up is to help warm up the shoulder, the arms, to increase shoulder rotation mobility, and this will also help activate the muscles and increase the range of motion for the next coming workout. So this includes the warm-up, and then now we will be conducting the workout of the day.
So for the workout of the day, it's going to be an AMRAP 12, which is going to be 4 shoulder presses, 8 sumo dead high pulls utilizing the kettlebell, and then it's going to be 12 front squats utilizing the dumbbells. So for the shoulder presses, she's going to stand there with the dumbbells. The clock's going to go off. She's going to sit there with her arms parallel to the deck. Go straight up. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. After that, because we're doing an AMRAP, you want to go through it as fast as you can, which is as many reps or rounds as possible. So then next, we're going to go pick up the dumbbell, the kettlebell for the sumo deadlift high pulls. She's going to come to a wide stance. She's going to come down into a front squat position. Her legs are going to be parallel to the ground. Her butt's going to be around her knees. And she's going to come up, bringing the dumbbell, arms locked out. And then once she comes up almost to a full stance, she's going to bring the kettlebell up into her neck region with her forearms parallel to the ground. That's going to consider as 1 rep. She has to do 8 of them. Come back down, pull it back up. Once she completes those 8 repetitions, she's going to go to the next exercise of this AMRAP is going to be the dumbbell front squat. She's going to put the dumbbells on her shoulders, commit down, feet slightly wider than the shoulders, toes over to the sides a little bit, and then she could either do it this way or in the front rack position, come down, and that counts as 1 repetition. Back up, and she will do 12 of them. Once those exercises are done for the first round, She will repeat that into the next rounds for the remainder of 12 minutes for a score of how many rounds or reps she completed during this workout of the day.
So as she's conducting the shoulder press, this exercise will be working all major muscles in the shoulder: the anterior delt, the lateral delt, and the posterior delt. This is a combat movement for the shoulders. Standing shoulder presses will also work the core, balance, and stability for the shoulders. For the sumo deadlift high pull, this exercise works the posterior chain development. It increases strength and hypertrophy for the glutes, hamstrings, and the back. It also works the hips and the hamstring. This exercise will develop strength when performing other exercises such as running, jumping, and other power sport exercises due to the hip and hamstring strength. The front squat that she's conducting will build core strength. It also builds strength and muscle working the quads, hamstrings, and glutes to improve flexibility. It also builds on your upper body mobility. She wants to maintain high elbows, chest high, maintain posture, and ensure she's dropping her hips to her knees.
So when conducting these sumo deadlift high pulls, you want to ensure when you're coming back up, you're tightening your butt as tightly as you can and driving your hip hinge pin forward, getting full mobility of your hips and ensuring your body and posture is erect and you're flowing through the movement correctly. In all CrossFit workouts, there's a strength after the WOD or sometimes before. Today's strength exercise will be the back rack back squat. So what Sam's going to be doing is loading the barbell onto her back and conducting 5 back squats 5 times for 5 sets every 90 seconds to build on her back squat strength.
When conducting back squats, you're targeting your glutes, your gluteus maximus, your glutes, your quads, your hamstrings, and your abductors, your hip flexors, as well as your calves. You want to start with your feet slightly wider than your hips. You want to keep your chest up and move the weight to your heels as you lower your body to where your hips and your thighs are level to the floor. You want to exhale at the bottom and inhale on your way up, back to the starting position. The cool down. Just as important as the warm up, the cool down is important to do after each workout. So for this cool down process, we will be utilizing the upper body stress, seated position. So what she's going to do is put her palms facing each other, hands extended above her head, and she's going to push as hard as she can up, stretching her upper body. The next cool down exercise would be a seated forward bend, where you're going to keep your body seated, legs extended in front of you, reaching with your arms, touching your toes. The next cool down position will be knees to chest, where you're going to lay down, have your body completely straight, and you're going to bring your knees alternating one at a time to your chest and back forward. For the cool down exercises, it is recommended to do at least 1 to 2 minutes of these exercises to cool your body down. The next cool down exercise will be the child's pose. Arms fully extended in front of you, butt on your heels, feeling that whole back stretch. So the warm up, like I said earlier, is just as important as the cool down. It helps the body return back out of the non-exercising state. It helps maintain blood flow to the heart and brain, and it helps direct blood to the working muscles and other body parts. This helps prevent a drop in blood pressure, dizziness, and any other kind of complications. The whole cool down period should be at least 5 to 10 minutes. Static stretching after working out is beneficial for increasing range of motion. It helps prevent injury, and it also helps increase strength. The next exercise in the cool down will be a standing quad stretch. The next exercise in the cool down will be the forward bend. Stretching out those hamstrings, those hips flexors, those quads, and that upper back, reaching down, trying to touch your toes. Getting that full body stretch. This concludes the final exam for my strength and conditioning. Remember to always warm up properly, know the exercises, prevent yourself from injury while practicing before you begin the workout, have an idea of what your cool down is going to be, and make sure you plan your exercises.